Nebraska continues to be a global leader in agriculture. Now Governor Dave Heineman plans yet another trade mission, this time to Taiwan and Japan. We caught up with him here in York at the Pioneer plant, celebrating its 20th anniversary for this week's Grow interview.
We've really focused on these trade missions. They're important to Nebraska. We export Nebraska beef, pork, soybeans, corn, wheat, all sorts of products and general business products all over the world. And so I'm sending Lieutenant Governor Laban Heidemann over to Taiwan and Japan September 2nd through the 13th. We'll work with Taiwanese officials on how we sell more products to them. And then he'll represent the state of Nebraska at the Midwest U.S.-Japan Association Conference that alternates between America and Japan every year.
Some of our Nebraska corn farmers just had a mission of their own through the Corn Board to Japan. We know that the beef sales are picking up now that they've eased some of the restrictions there. That's definitely a positive sign.
We want to restore beef in every way possible to the Japan market. We've always had a great relationship. We're going to be very aggressive. We already are. Japanese consumers want Nebraska beef. They've told us over and over again. To be back in this market is really important, and I appreciate the work of the Corn Board, the cattlemen, and other groups.
But as you said, not just those products, the beef and the corn, but our manufacturing products, whether it's a combine built at Case in Grand Island, or a grain bin built by Chief or Balin, or a pivot built by any of our folks. We're certainly, anytime we can open opportunities for those things as well, we'll take that.
Well, that's exactly right. I think sometimes people forget there's a lot of agribusiness opportunities in these markets, like you talk about, equipment, machinery, grain bins, whatever it may be. And we're producing all of that right here in Nebraska. Irrigation equipment, we're the irrigation capital of America and the world, the #1 irrigated state. And so we're very, very proud of that. All of that is why Nebraska is doing better than the rest of the country.
Well, and we know that, 1 out of every 3 jobs in the state, directly back to agriculture, if not all of our jobs, it's because of our folks out there growing that product. It fuels our economy.
Steve, it starts with what we do on the farm and ranch, then it goes to alternative energy, to the food processing industry, the manufacturers who make all the products that we use in agriculture. All of this comes together, and again, it's why Nebraska economically is on the move, and we're going to continue to be on the move.
And we've been aggressive with these trade missions and also reverse trade missions, bringing folks here, going both ways, opening trade offices. I'm not sure if we can even keep track of how many of these missions now we've led in your administration.
Well, I think you're right about that, and I do want to say a word about those reverse trade missions. That has been a great idea that we focused on twice. We've brought over 300 people now from other countries, business and government officials, to Nebraska for 4 days. And we just ask them, what do you want to see? Agriculture, transportation, a farm, a ranch, the university, whatever it may be. And that's been very helpful to us.
And what a great way to do rural economic development, helping small communities throughout rural Nebraska.
Well, this is how we grow rural Nebraska. If agriculture is doing well, Main Street Nebraska is doing well. And again, we have the resources through our education system, through our businesses to do the innovation, the productivity, the creativity that all combined together allows agriculture to continue to grow.
After weather, it's time for our Farm Youth of the Month. Stay tuned.